Next Wednesday, Brad Garlinghouse will be in Congress. I will talk about what this is about and how it might impact people who own XRP. We now know some new things too. In the Trump government, Bo Hines is in charge of crypto. He believes that the market could grow to $15 to $20 trillion if stablecoin laws are made law. Pay attention to this guy. It's crazy. Apex 2025 also has some new things. Let's talk for a short time. We are going to look at some businesses that Ripple could buy soon. I just found more details and new videos of David Schwartz online as well. You need to hear all of this, man. That's really cool. Hey guys, let's begin. Click like and tell a friend about it if you think it's helpful. Let's go. This is why Eleanor Tarrant and I both sent out a Crypto America email this morning with the same information. The banking GOP will meet as a whole next week to talk about how the market works. This is just a check to see if I missed anything. Some new people will be here. They are Jonathan Levin, CEO of Chainalysis, Dan Robinson, general partner of Paradigm, and the CEO of the Blockchain Association. That's really cool. The main point of this meeting is to talk about proposed laws like the Clarity Act and how the U.S. cryptocurrency markets are set up and regulated. This is great. Brad Garlinghouse is in Congress telling them what this is and why it's so important for them right now. What they need to pay attention to. I'll also make sure to watch this live. I hope it's not too early in the morning because I want to watch this. For me, it's 4 a.m., which is 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Great. I might see you at 5, and then I'll play it. Okay, this is a great idea. It sets the tone. Let's play this. A lot of money goes into the market for digital goods because of stables. This is the start of a business that could be worth $15 to $20 trillion. It makes all the cool things we've dreamed of possible. 24/7 markets for public goods that have been tokenized. You will need a stable dollar to get into the U.S. stock market. This makes it possible for the U.S. to be the world boss. In fact, we should work hard to make this happen. Our country should be the first in the world to use digital asset banking technology. We should really steer the field in that direction. The U.S.'s money will be safe. It will certainly lead to new thoughts in the United States. That makes us all happy, the money that came in. It would be great if they started to back for. Do you need anything else? Yes, more fresh thoughts. Above all, this is what we need. In this video, Ripple's senior head of engineering talks about how collateralized lending works on the XRP market. It's clear that the secret road was a big plus. We should already know that, but pay attention to this. What should we do now? What else could this make valuable? I think this is where some cool things are. This kind of loan is cool to help me picture what this part is like. So, let's say your business wants to be able to send $20 or $30 million. A lot of new businesses do this. It seems like this way of measuring the economy only makes sense up to a certain point. And cash is very important when you don't have any more on hand. You should look into what people like prime traders do and what you can do here if you can't get this done. You don't have to sell things that you've put down. Loans can be taken out against those things. That's why I wanted to trade and pay $5 million. If you have $1 million in Bitcoin or XRP that you don't need to sell or trade, there is a way to return it. That can also be used to borrow money. This is really strong. This is another reason why there are top dealers. This is how they do business. It's cool that you can do this on chain. This is something I don't think OTC desks can do if they have the Trains payment network. They can quickly get FX and do this. You might even get something back. They never give money to other people. When you put these things together, I think it's pretty cool. This kind is new. This kind is new. Ripple is always showing others how to do the same thing faster, better, and cheaper. The main reason Ripple bought Hidden Road was for its trade services for a big push into institutional finance. This is a sign. The goal is to connect standard finance, also called trade fee, and decentralized finance, also called DeFi. This is what Ripple is likely to go after next, based on what leaders have said recently and news about the industry. People talked a lot about the idea that Ripple tried to buy Circle before it even began. It's possible that Ripple will want to buy more stable coins in the future, but that didn't happen either. Ripple would have made a lot of money if they had bought out Circle. I think that time has gone by. Medico and Standard Custody are already part of Ripple when it comes to security, custody, and crypto. It is planned for both companies to offer full blockchain services to businesses. They both deal in digital assets. It's likely that more businesses will buy crypto custody, digital asset protection, and maybe even compliance technology in the future. Its Chief Technology Officer, CTO, David Schwartz, said that the company's mergers and acquisitions and a team is very busy with a lot of different deals that are in different stages. Ripple is looking for companies that can help make the XRP system more flexible and come up with new DeFi services and ways to lend tokenized assets. Platforms for tokenization. Ripple wants to be a big player in turning real-world assets like real estate, stocks, and loans into digital tokens. This means that it might look for businesses that work on tokenizing assets, settling transactions on the blockchain, or building infrastructure for digital stocks. To link and cross-chain is also very important. We recently joined forces to make the XRP system work with more than one chain. I made a movie about this last week. It might make sense to buy or put money into companies that help blockchains connect and work together cross-chain DeFi. You guys who watch this channel are smart, and you have the drive to do all of this work on your own. Please answer this question. I know you only watch this show to feel better and see what's going on. What do you think Ripple should do next? Do you want to start a business? If you leave a message or email me, I'll look into that. If you come up with something really cool and unique, I'll honor you by making a movie about it. Okay, so it's the best of both worlds. I'd love to hear from you. After that, I ask Ripple what kinds of companies they might want to work with in the future. Yes, please mark this. One interesting thing about Uphold is that it wants to raise about $1.65 billion to go public. Ripple might want to buy Uphold. Uphold does have a lot of different things. Ripple could use many tools, such as coins that are based on the XRP database. Some people think that Ripple could buy Uphold, a site where people can trade coins and get banking services. With this purchase, Ripple could offer more financial goods and get more users. This could turn Ripple into a full-service banking hub that can compete with banks. What you're talking about are prime trading and custodial firms. Ripple already owns a prime dealer named Hidden Road and custody companies such as Medico and Standard Custody. It might also help Ripple reach its building goals to buy things in this area. We've also already talked about DeFi tools that are used by institutions and work all the way through the chain. I don't need to say it again. The Swiss-based Amina Bank was also the first bank in the world to accept Ripple's RLUS stablecoin and offer trading and custody services to large businesses. It was also important to me that this was true. There is truth to what is being said. The first bank in the world to take Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin is a crypto bank in Switzerland that is regulated by FEMA. After that, it talks about important things. For business and professional clients, the bank can now keep and trade our LUSD. They want to make our LS base and services even bigger in the coming months. This gives our LUSD a regulated base in Europe and meets the needs of institutions that are looking for stablecoin choices that are clear. Does anyone else want to play our LUSD? It says that as of July 3, 2025, no other banks have made a public statement. However, it's likely that more banks will do the same. In fact, the relationship is seen as the first step toward more people using it. Other banks in Europe and beyond can learn from how Amina Bank was regulated. Other banks are more interested in it because it is open, follows the rules, and focuses on organizations. This is especially true as rules for stable coins around the world get tighter. This is what we see in the EU with Mika. We're seeing the same things in the US. What's going to happen? Tether can do a few things here. They could hire a company to do a real audit as a first step, but it depends on what the study says, right? USET might be able to get into these two of the world's biggest financial areas. The United States and Europe are the two best places in the world to do business. Japan and a few other places are also pretty big. But what will happen to Tether? Why do you ask? Will Bitcoin change? I can't wait to see that. These are the movies of David Schwartz. From